Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Bee Bread Games. I'm Bee, and this is Cryptid Coffeehouse, episode number 5, I think? I don't know. What I do know is that I left my water bottle across the room because I just finished working out, so we'll see how that works. But anyway, we're back here. We played a little bit on Monday, and now I want to play some more today. And again, I don't remember what happened. I think we finished the date. I don't know. My life's very chaotic these days, guys. I don't even know. I think we finished that park date and we played 20 questions and stuff. Okay, yes. It's all coming together. It's being jogged. Okay, we're here. I know what's happening. And they invited us to another show, right? I believe that's what happened. Let's get into it. You haven't been to a party in what feels like forever. Standing outside of the house Artemis had given you the address to, the absolute swarm of people out on the front lawn kinda has you woozy. You have no idea what the inside of the house is gonna look like. You can hear music from the street, so it's probably gonna be chaotic. Luckily, you're not alone. As always, Odina is with you, and she is quite the house party connoisseur. She made sure you dress nice, and currently she's trying to tug you into the house.
Come on.
You can't just stand out here in the middle of the sidewalk forever. I definitely can. Come on. At this rate, you're gonna miss Artemis. Exactly, girl, get in there. You feel something twist in your stomach. Oh, right, Artemis. That's why you're here anyway, isn't it? They asked you to come, and they had been so excited when you said yes, so you have to go. Even if it's just to pop in, right? Yeah. You were coming to see them even though you don't particularly like or frequent parties, and it looked like they really appreciated that. You just hope you don't pass out in the middle of a hallway while looking for a bathroom or something. Are you coming? Oop, almost dropped something. Odina's voice snaps you out of your reverie. She tugs on the hem of your shirt, the Point Pleasant one you bought last week. I have no recollection of that. She suggested you wear it tonight, and honestly, you always take her suggestions because she knows what she's talking about, period. You take in a breath and let it out slowly. Yeah, I'm coming. Odina smiles softly at you. It's reassuring. You love her. Aww. Odina lets go of your shirt to wiggle her slender hand into yours and leads you up the pathway into the house. Into the open door of the house. The music is loud. You can feel it in the floor. There are people everywhere, standing around talking and drinking and dancing, and there's a live band. Of course, naturally, that's what we're here for. It's not as crowded as you thought it was going to be, but it's still a lot more than you expected. You're not even really sure whose house this is. Artemis didn't say, but it's pretty spacious. That's why it's the party house. That's the house everyone chooses to go to the parties for. Like if the friend group's planning a party, that's whose house we go to. You think you still have a while until Artemis's band plays, so maybe you can take a look around and see what's up. Odina hasn't wandered off too far, so you can talk to her if you want. You could also see if you could try and get a feel for the house. Trying to find the bathroom would also be a good idea. You could see if you can find a good snack in the kitchen, or you can just try to find a place to sit for a while. That'll pass the time. What do you want to do? Let's talk to Odina first and then maybe hunt around. Wander around. Odina hasn't gone very far at all. It seems like she's trying to stay around you to make sure you don't get lost or something. Have you been here before?
What?
It's loud in here. With the music combined with all the talking and laughter from people around you, you find that your voice kind of gets drowned out. That's my nightmare. I am not a loudspeaker. You beckon Odina closer and she sidles up to you. You lean towards her. Have you been here before? Ooh, that really... that made the decibels on OBS go up so high. It feels silly to be shouting right in Odina's ear like this. She stares at you for a moment before registering what you said. She grins and nods her head. Yeah, I have. Twice, actually. It really does feel like Odina's everywhere all the time. You're not sure how she does it, but you're more or less convinced that she personally knows everyone in town and has been to everyone's houses and everyone's parties. You suppose being a social butterfly has its perks. Do you know whose house it is? Odina thinks for a second. You can feel the bass of the music in your stomach. Odina purses her lips and shakes her head no. I think it's a friend of Kolya's. I've only ever come here when Kolya invites me. Honestly, yeah, she does. I wouldn't be surprised if she was orchestrating this conversation right now. I missed a whole line of text, period. I keep hearing so much about Kolya. I swear she orchestrates everything. Okay, there we go. And yeah, she does. Woo! This thought kind of freaks you out. You know it's not possible to do that in any way, but with the amount of things you hear about Kolya, you don't think you're too far off. It looks like Odina can see the conflict working through your expression because she looks at you, leans back, and then laughs. Oh my god, you should see your face. Are you seriously believing it? Stop, it was just a fleeting thought. It was definitely not a fleeting thought. I know a fleeting thought from you when I see one. You change the subject before Odina can tease you anymore. How do you know Kolya anyway? You always talk about her. For some reason, this makes Odina's cheeks flush a little. She scratches her arm and leans back in towards you. Ooh. We actually went on a date a long time ago, but it didn't work out. We're friends now. You what? You had no idea Odina was out in the dating scene. What? What's going on with that? This either happened before you two were friends, or she never told you about it, which feels hard to believe because Odina literally tells you everything that happens to her at any given point. It was a low-key thing. We didn't click like that. It's nice to be your friend, though. Wow, I had no clue. When was this? Like, maybe 2 months ago? You guys were definitely friends 2 months ago. That's crazy. Well, I'm glad you two are friends. Maybe it'll work out romantically later on. That makes Odina's face go scarlet. You suspect she's thought about this at length? Maybe. I don't know. I should probably go find her and say hi. I'm gonna get something to drink. See you in a bit, Kay? Okay, be safe. I guess we can wander around. You do a little bit of wandering around the house, trying to figure out what room leads to where. It gets a little quieter the further you go away from the living room where the music is blasting. It feels like this house is wrapping around like a maze, and you're not really sure what's what. All the noise and all the people around definitely does not help. After going in what feels like circles, you end up in one of the quieter hallways. You're about to pull out your phone to see if you can text Odina and figure out where the hell she's at now, when someone drums their fingers on your shoulder. Smack 'em. You violently shiver, whipping around to see who tests you. It really could be anyone since there's so many people here, but why on earth would someone... Dahlia. Oh, it's Artemis! Yay!
You came.
Yeah. The smile on their face is radiant, and they're really happy to see you. And honestly, you're happy to see them too. I don't know. Do we? I don't know. I'm gonna flip a coin. Hold on. I'm gonna go flip a coin. Alright, flipping a coin to see if our bestie is a touch averse. Heads they are, tails they are not, and they will go in for the hug. It's heads. Don't hug them. Of course I came. I wouldn't miss it. Artemis' smile grows even more if possible. I know you said you didn't like parties and all. Yeah, but we can get through it for you. I said I would come though.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did, didn't you? Mm-hmm. How are you liking the party so far? I really only just got here. I was with Odina, but she vanished off somewhere. Odina's that friend of yours, right? Yeah, and apparently a friend-in-law of yours, because you got 2 mutual friends. She is indeed a very close friend of mine at that. Artemis kind of grins when you say that. Seems like she's a close friend to everyone's. I heard Colia talking about her today. See? Yes, oh my god, so she's friends with Colia. She knows everyone. I wasn't expecting it. I was. Colia knows everyone too. It's a perfect match. The both of you share a laugh. I'm not fake laughing. Artemis kind of looks you over for a moment.
Holy shit, is that... Are you wearing a Point Pleasant shirt?
Of course. Why wouldn't I? It worked, Odina. We did it, bestie. The expression on their face is a cross between elation and shock. Their cheeks have gone rosy. You nod, pulling on the hem of your shirt to stretch out to stretch out the design. Why was that a tongue twister for me? Yeah, it is. I bought it last time I saw your band. It just felt fitting to wear tonight, you know? The smile on Artemis's face is starting to become blinding. It's so bright that it's like the sun is in the room. That's really sweet of you. You feel your own face grow a little hot. You nod and smile. It's nothing really. I just wanted to support, you know?
Thank you.
Well, I'm really grateful. Thank you. I am excited to see you and the others play tonight. Like, Artemis instantly perks up, their eyes sparkling behind their glasses.
Oh my god.
Yes, I am so excited too. You're finally going to see us in our natural element. Wait, what do you mean? You know, like, we had to tone it down a lot for the coffee shop since it's a coffee shop. Right. You'll see what I mean. This feels almost ominous. Artemis smiles at you anyway, nudges their knuckles against your shoulder. I should probably get going though. Gotta meet up with Colia and Kuru before we start the show. Oh, I'll see you in a bit then. Break a leg, Artemis. I'll see ya. Let's look for a bathroom. We should know where that is. After a bit, you decide to find the bathroom. You don't particularly need to use it right now, but you have a feeling that you have something stuck in your teeth. You're probably just being paranoid, but it doesn't hurt to take a look to be safe. You have no clue where the bathroom is. This is your first dilemma. Your second dilemma is that you don't have any clue where anything in the house is. Your best bet is to just amble around aimlessly until you figure out where you're going. Past the main hallway is what appears to be a sitting room. It's spacious and seems to be where the band is going to be playing for the night if the instruments and huge speakers are any indication. To your left is a staircase that leads to the second floor. It doesn't look like anyone is going upstairs though, considering that the steps are filled with people sitting, standing, and talking. You're about to turn around and go back to where you came from when you spot not one, but two people that look familiar sitting at the bottom of the stairs. You've only seen them once, but the writhing snakes for hair and huge red horns are not something you forget. You worm your way over through the people around to get to blah 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 blah. I started getting tongue-tied and I didn't want to finish it. Koli and Kuru are leaning towards each other, talking, and you feel a little awkward for interrupting. Hey guys! Kuru is the first one to look up at you, and then Kolia follows, the head of several snakes staring you straight in the eyes before she even lifts her face. Your stomach kind of squirms. There's silence. Kuru squints at you, several different expressions cycling on his face. Kolia's unreadable.
Who are you?
That's diabolical. Alright. Okay, this is embarrassing. The back of your neck grows warm.
I think this is Artemis's friend.
Yeah. Kolia is mostly talking to Kuru when she says this, but she's looking straight at you. They both stare for another moment, and then Kolia addresses you, speaking a little louder. Are you Artemis's friend? Yeah, I'm Artemis's friend. I'm friends with Odina, too. Kolia looks at you really hard then. It feels like her snakes are doing the same. Is it true that Gorgons can turn people to stone? You think you're going to be sick either way. There's another long moment, then the analyzing look on Kolia's face disappears. It's instead replaced with recognition.
Oh,
You're Dahlia, aren't you? Dang. You flush at the sound of your name coming out of Kolia's mouth. Yep, I am Dahlia. Kolia turns back to Kuru, who is looking at you thoughtfully. It feels like the two of them are scrutinizing you. You're not sure whether you like it. You're the one Artemis is always talking about, huh? They talk about me? There's another silence. Colia sort of nudges Kuru with her shoulders, something sharp in her expression. You don't think you want to dive deeper into this conversation. I was wondering if you guys knew where the bathroom was. Oh. Oh? What's that supposed to mean? It's obvious Colia and Kuru are on completely different mental wavelength than anyone else at this party. It's past the stairs and to the right. Thanks. You nod your head once at the two of them and promptly make your exit. Dang, I didn't know they were mean. I feel like they were nice last time, or did we not meet them last time? I don't know. Whatever. Maybe the next time you encounter them it'll be less awkward, but then again, maybe not. Now where are we going? Let's out the snack table. We need to stress eat after that. You float around the house until you find the doorway that leads to what you can assume is the kitchen. There are a couple of people in there, most notably a cluster of people talking by the stove. They don't pay you any mind as you peek around the room. The kitchen island is stocked with snacks of many kinds. There's vegetable platters, charcuterie boards, and a bunch of bowls filled with chips and crackers. It looks like people have gotten the food before you did, which makes sense, but there's still a lot of food left. You didn't eat anything before coming since Odina was rushing you out the house, so you shuffle over to the island and begin picking out what you want to eat. There aren't any plates, probably to discourage people from taking food out of the kitchen, so you just start snacking. You feel silly, especially knowing the group by the stove can see you acting like a grazing farm animal, but the snacks are definitely tasty and they're starting to fill you up a little. Wait, am I not in the window? Nope. After a while, you're beginning to get embarrassed by the way you can feel a group of people staring at your back as you munch. This is crazy. You decide to grab one more grape and then slink out of the kitchen as slyly as you can. Find somewhere to chill because this has been a bust. Except for that one moment we had with Artemis. This place is making you remember exactly why you don't like coming to parties. You feel insanely out of your element, and that is not a nice feeling. Odina's vanished off to God's know where, which is normal, but now you're alone in the middle of this huge party, and you're not sure when Artemis is going to start playing with the band. You think maybe your best bet is going to find somewhere to sit down until Odina finds you, or until you can definitely tell that Point Pleasant has started performing. Right now, it's all just loud dance music and thumping bass. It's a bit disorienting. You weave through the house, ultimately arriving at the back door. It leads out onto the back patio, and it looks like there's several people out there. But why? They need to leave. Not many, since the evening has gotten that autumn chill, but you decide to exit the house and step outside. The night is crisp and clear. It's a lot quieter out here. There's a couple sharing a cigarette against the patio rail and two small groups of people sitting on the grass in the backyard, but otherwise it's just you out here. There are several unoccupied patio chairs. You take a seat in one and take a deep breath of the night air. You can feel yourself relaxing already. You're sitting out on the back patio for a while. You've been scrolling on your phone and waiting for time to pass, but you're not exactly sure how long it's been. You haven't been looking at the clock on your phone? The smoking couple has gone back inside, the group sitting on the grass haven't, and you would be lying if you said you weren't eavesdropping on their conversation a little. And that's valid, bestie. You're real for that. You're going through your flash pick feed when you hear, "Dahlia, I've been looking for you everywhere." You turn towards the patio door. Odina's leaning out of it, music loud at her back. Why are you out here? You set your phone down in your lap as Odina comes out onto the patio. She's holding a can of what looks like hard lemonade. I just needed some fresh air is all. Oh, okay. Party too much for you? You chew on your lip. Odina settles herself down on the armrest of your chair, and the whole thing tilts some. No. Odina peers at you. Yeah, a little. Odina sighs affectionately, tapping her can of lemonade against your forehead. It leaves cold droplets on your skin when she pulls it away.
My bad. I shouldn't have left you alone.
It's not your fault. Odina looks down at you conflicted. Her brow is drawn tight over her eyes. No, I always end up leaving you alone at places like this. I shouldn't do that.
I'm sorry.
It takes you by surprise. You have to admit, though, Odina does tend to leave you alone in most such situations. It makes you feel like a fish out of water, but you're never really said anything because, well, that's just Odina. That's how it is. That's how it's always been. You've gotten used to it over time, but maybe that's not a good thing. Thanks for apologizing. I forgive you. The way Odina smiles then makes your stomach melt. You're pretty sure you could forgive her under any circumstance. There's a content silence, and then Odina speaks again. Do you want anything to drink? I can go get you something if you want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna randomize. I don't know how to make decisions on stuff like this. I don't know what Dahlia wants. I don't know. Random.org has been like a brother to me for years. Water, it says. I'll have some water, thanks. Odina pats you on the head and then gets up from the armrest. Okay, be right back. She disappears through the back door, and for a bit, you're left alone again. A couple minutes later, Odina comes back onto the patio holding a bottle of water. She settles back onto the armrest, handing you the bottle. It's freezing cold. I'm not a fan of cold water. I don't know, guys. I don't like it. It hurts. Thanks, Dina.
No prob.
Text message. You and Odina spend some more time on the patio together, talking and taking in the fresh air when you hear a voice boom over the speakers in the living room. It echoes out of all the open windows and you can hear it perfectly from outside. Odina immediately seems to forget what she's doing and the both of you looking over your shoulders to stare at the back door. How's everyone doing tonight? The show's starting, guys. You can hear cheers from where you're sitting. Oh, it's Artemis. We should probably go in now. Yeah, probably. You're a little reluctant to leave your spot on the patio, but you did come here to see Artemis and their band after all. What's the point of coming to a party if you didn't dance? Okay, I'm gonna stop here because my throat is starting to hurt. It's starting to hurt. So I'm gonna stop here. And we will pick back up with this maybe Tuesday, maybe Saturday. I don't know. Depends on what's going on for me. But yeah. I'm really enjoying this game. It's nice to just play a little visual novel sometimes, especially a cute slice of life one. So I'm really enjoying it, guys. I really am. What else? I still have no idea what I'm gonna do about any Sims series though. I don't know. Because I considered maybe filming Very Veggie or Not So Very too. But I'm deep into those already. And also I really like taking screenshots and posing and stuff for them. So that takes out a lot of time and it would just stop me in the middle of playing on a video. And so I don't think that's very efficient of a series to be filming. So maybe I'll start a different legacy challenge at some point and film that. But I don't know. For now, it's just us and Cryptid Coffeehouse. And if you want to keep watching Cryptid Coffeehouse with me, subscribe, comment, whatever, do any of that stuff. I don't know. Do it. It's free. And you get to hang out with me. Which is an express pleasure. I'm sorry. If you don't think so, you're wrong, because I'm great. I can't read sometimes, and the ad-libs come out of nowhere, but I'm great. I'm good fun. Let's hang out. Yeah, thanks. All right, bye.